Hey, everybody, welcome to Coming In Hotter, live from the Sports Interaction Studios. I'm Brent Wallace, alongside Cody Gaudreault, who will be our host for this show as we get going. Cody, nice to see you. We're excited to get this thing launched, and perfect timing as Sens win 7-1 tonight.
Yeah, what a game. I mean, glued to my seat from the first period. They started off great. I mean, yeah, if that's going to be the first game I cover, like, man, I can't wait to see what the rest going to be. Also, great
Well,
start with saying my name right.
I knew I was gonna anyway. I had it in my head differently, and
No,
sometimes I just
I
do
get
that
it.
wrong. So we're going to be doing live shows, post-game shows for the rest of the season. Cody's one co-host, Jameson Bridle will be another. We'll have Graham Nichols filling in sometimes as a co-host. I'll be there. We'll see what Yorkie can do. He seems to have multiple jobs at the moment. As we bring you post-game each and every time. So Cody, I don't even know. You know what? Tell people a little bit about yourself before we get going here.
Yeah, Cody Gaudreault, that's my name. Currently, I'm a fourth year Carleton University student in journalism, but I've been covering sports and watching sports for like all that I can remember. And I got a random text one day from guys at the Coming In Hot team that's saying, "Hey, we're looking for a new host on this podcast." And Brent, as you said, your recruiting team for Coming In Hot, aka your wife, recommended me to you, and yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm excited to do this. This feels good. Always been a
Yeah,
Sens guy, so
it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. By the way, the chat is always lively. We welcome you into it. Have your say. We will keep you. It'll be more interactive, I would suspect, in the post-game show as we like to hear your thoughts on how the game went down. Pretty easy in this one. The Sens win 7-1. Cody, let's get things started, shall we?
yeah. I mean, this whole win, like I talked before, like we always want to. Well, yeah, I was thinking before the game, like they always want to get that start early, and it's something Travis Green talks about a lot too in post games. And I mean, look at the way like Giroux, I think it was Giroux from that Amadio pass gets his great like opportunity right off the bat. And I mean, I'm gonna call that big moment of the game that just defined the rest of the game because the way they've been starting, that immediately put pressure on that Washington defense, put pressure on Lindgren to like really lock into that game. And you look on that other end, it's like Ullmark didn't get tested at all. He got what 13 shots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
13 shots all game. He led in one. He didn't play terrible. He didn't play great. I wasn't really, not much to say there. But you look at the rest
Well,
of the
it's
team, like
funny you say that, though, Cody, is that you got to still be like, they had 3 shots in the first period. They had 0 in the first 10 minutes of the second half or
just
the second
crazy.
period. Like, it's a little bit just to be standing there trying to be in that game. I understand you're paid to play the game, but just to be in that game and trying to stay mentally focused is tough. I will give Linus credit tonight because, hey, if he had stopped 40 and it was 1 goal, we'd say, what a great game. He only allowed 1 goal. That's all I care about. That's it. 1 goal.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And honestly, like I'm not even gonna blame him at all for that goal because it was what like the third or fourth rebound from Van Riemsdyk coming in on that, and like the forwards and the defensemen just can't let that happen. I think it was like McDermott and Dylan Cousins that were like right there in the crease, not pushing anyone, not grabbing anyone around him, kind of just let Van Riemsdyk get in there. So yeah, I'm not gonna blame Linus at all for any of that. That being said, I think you guys were talking about it on the last show. He's an $8 million goaltender, and that's the kind of thing. Like we just need
Yeah.
one more save from you. So not to say that again, going back to the goal, like that's not his fault, but even early in the game, that first shot on goal, he kind of just looked shaky. So yeah, I'm going to disagree with you on that. Like yeah, you're paid $8 million for the game. Like again, great
Hey,
show. I'm disagreeing with my boss first day on the job, and then
you know
it,
what? This will be Cody's last appearance on Coming In Hotter. Um,
it was a
the
great run,
one
guys.
really enjoyed all the work you did. I still think though, like that's what you want from you just want your goalie to stop whatever he has to. So I know they had 7 goals, but the reality is the biggest thing will come from this night is Linus Ullmark skated to the other end of the ice and said, I am in this with you. And I was hoping there would be more punches thrown. It didn't happen, but I was hoping for the goalie fight. But you know what? In that locker room, that will go miles to him going down the end of the ice.
Yeah, that was great. Honestly, I kind of just screamed in anger when I saw the linesman get in between them, but man, that was awesome to see. That's if not even if you're a fan, like you're just anyone watching this game sees like the camera cuts and you just see Linus Ullmark already at the blue line. Linesman's not even at him yet because usually the linesmen are, they get to them before they're even at the red line. And I just went crazy watching this, and yeah, like
I heard Gary Galley, he's coming down the ice. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is fantastic.
sorry,
Yeah.
my dog's coming in to visit me. No, yeah, it's
Wait, what's the dog's name? It's important.
Jackson. Here,
Jackson. Okay, welcome. We're all dogs here. We're all a dog family here.
yeah, no, but
Welcome Jackson in.
like teams always talk about like how close and tight knit they are, and that's something that kind of gets old hearing about. Like, okay, well, prove it. Let's actually see this going on. There's nothing that proves that more than Linus Ullmark going over that red line, right?
Like, we're all in. We're all in today. That's
No,
it.
it's crazy, and like I saw a couple tweets too going around, and it's like, hey, I want to look at the way the D's playing and all that, and backing up Ullmark, and like it's kind of just him giving back, right, to the way the team's been helping him out. Playing great defensively since Travis Green got into it. So yeah, but that's one thing I want to get your opinion on, if I could just like kind of change it. I saw the starting lineup of like the projected lines going into this. They put Stützle back on center. He's playing with Nick Cousins and Drake Batherson. And I thought last game against Philly, just playing him on the wing with Cousins, with Dylan, like, why change that? It worked really well.
I didn't like it.
No.
I don't like Tim Stützle playing on the wing. He's a natural center. He plays as a center. He drives that line for me. And I want to see I don't know how, Jake, I've messed up that line. I don't know why Dylan Cousins is not in the middle of the second line. I want those guys, their strength is down the middle of the ice. I want those four guys down the middle of the ice. I don't want Tim Stützle playing on the wing, and I don't think he likes it. I don't think he enjoys it. I think it affects his game, and I need him in the middle. That's all. And listen, Wayne Chesky scored tonight, so Travis Green looks like a genius at the moment.
That's something we'll get into a little bit when we look at some Twitter posts I pulled up, but I had the complete opposite reaction. Like playing Timmy on the wing, he probably doesn't like it, yeah, but it works. It works. So I didn't get it, especially when you're playing Nick Cousins on his wing. Like, sure, we love Nick Cousins on the show, but come on, he's not a first line winger.
I agree with you. So two things. I agree completely with you that he's not a first-line winger. However, he has played top 6 minutes with the Florida Panthers and won a Stanley Cup. He's also been very good of late playing. And right now, they don't have a guy to step into that role. They are so thin on the left side. They don't have someone.
Wally, they do. Stützle. He's going to play on that list.
They need him in the middle of the ice. He's the best, aside from just being in the middle of the ice, and I think he just drives a play better that way. He's leading the league in faceoff percentage. Leave him alone, Cody.
You know what? I'm gonna try and keep my job at least for the first day.
Listen, I'm just the co-host here. It is your show. I can't. I'm not even allowed to fire you if I wanted. I can't.
Yeah, listen. I mean, I'd like to see more of it. Like. You'll learn this about me. I'm a guy who loves it when coaches take risks, right? Stuff like pulling goalies with 5 minutes left, or playing your like 3rd overall draft pick who always played center, playing him on the wing for the first time. Like, that's what I'm saying. It worked. So I don't know, leave it that. It obviously worked tonight too, putting Stützle on at center. And I mean, he set up Cousins on that great breakaway. And I mean, again, Nick Cousins.
Here's the only thing. I understand what you're saying, and it does make somewhat sense because they don't have a left winger that can be a top line guy at the moment. I get it, but all 3 lines, and the 4th line didn't play that much, all contributed tonight. So I don't have an issue with the way they made the lines tonight.
Fair enough.
That's all.
No, like, because there's, to kind of agree with you, I guess, because point on your end, it's there's a philosophy of always going with duos in the forwards, right? Like Stützle with Batherson, and leaving Dylan with the God, I don't even remember who he played with anymore, but as long as there's that third guy is able to support it, which Nick Cousins is able to support it. Again, he's not a first line winger, but he can keep up like with guys like Batherson and Stützle. So
I think in small sample sizes, like games here and there, he can do the job. And I think he was that guy tonight. And I thought last game I'm pretty sure it was last game. Like he was pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of the last 2 games. I think he's been really good.
Yeah. Well, one big impact that I'm sure we can both agree on is Nick Cousins just playing his games usually. And I mean, after that Pinto goal went in, I don't know if you saw the same thing. Nick Cousins was just roaming around Charlie Lindgren, just skating around his net, and only God knows what they were saying to each other. But man, I would pay to just hear what he was telling Lindgren. And I mean, he obviously got in his head because I mean, look how Lindgren reacted after. Like part of that giant scrum isn't just Ullmark rolling through, but it's like, let's be honest, like Lindgren went crazy there. Like he had no business getting into Greg's business like that.
So last year, at the start of the year, they put out like who's the most punchable face in the National Hockey League, and like David Perron was on there, Nick Cousins was on that list, and I'm not sure if Ridley was on that, but all last year we were like, when is this team going to be absolutely miserable to play against? When are they going to be that pain in the? Tonight was that night that I saw Ridley Gregg's in there. He had no business bumping into Charlie Lindgren. You saw David Perron always seemed to be mixing it up. He's actually all year long, he seems pissed. And I'm okay with that. I think he's been effective at being that guy that's a bit of a pain in the ass. And then Nick Cousins just does what Nick Cousins does, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, Keir Roberts' Sens being back to being the pesky Sens.
Yeah,
that encapsulates it perfectly.
Yeah, no, I thought it was great.
I loved it. It's because, like you said, it's not just Nick Cousins, right? It's just everyone getting in on there, like Ridley just being a prick like he usually is. Like,
and then he popped Lindgren in that scrum.
Sorry?
He popped Lindgren in that scrum.
Oh, did he?
His gloves on, but he squarely plants him one on the beak.
Oh, you know what? That makes a lot more sense because I didn't see that, and I thought Lindgren was just going crazy, just playing frustrated.
Well, he was just but he was just frustrated anyway. But yeah, in that, just as Linus comes down, Lindgren's basically preoccupied seeing Linus, and Ridley comes over top and pops him one. Thought it was pretty good. One thing that's we're not discussing too much at the moment, and we should be, is they're back to 500 hockey. They're 4-4-1, which if you started like after game 3, game 4, we're all like, what is happening with the Ottawa Senators? They've turned things around. They've looked very good in the last 2 days last 2 games defensively.
They look like a playoff team.
Justin S. By the way, Justin, we always appreciate you, and thank you for all of your donations. Timmy can play left wing and center. It's not an issue when a majority of them can take faceoffs and win. Timmy can impact the game from anywhere on the ice. Glad to see Batty and Cousin split up and got a lot of prime chances.
That's interesting.
I don't. What's interesting for you?
Well, Batherson and Cousin splitting up. Like, I get it with the Tkachuk injury. You have to move. You're gonna have that move around in the top 6. But like I was talking about duos, like last year, that was like probably your biggest duo, right? Like either that or there's just like a Tkachuk duo. But I don't know. Again, it worked out. I'm criticizing a team that just won 7-1. I'm gonna put my hands up. I'm like, why are you so up here? But
yeah, you're the salty guy.
I had to outdo you. I gotta make an impression here. But yeah, like talking about like guys that can take faceoffs. Giroux was 71% on the faceoff dot tonight. Yeah. I mean, he's crazy with faceoffs, and Stützle was what 70, 75 some percent to start the season on faceoff. So that's, again, just saying that sounds like it's a bad idea to move to the wing, but when you have so many guys that can take faceoffs, and again, I get it, being a center isn't just about taking faceoffs, but
he just plays a different game. And so the only thing I can relate this to, and I know you've played hockey, and it's my kid was moved back and forth from center to the wing. He was always a much better center guy, and we'd have discussions about just the way you see the ice as a centerman compared to a winger. Just if you're cerebral like Timmy is, you just see the ice differently. It just affects the way he plays the game. I would not take him out of playing center. I don't even want to entertain it.
All right, Brent just called me dumb compared to Timmy.
No, I didn't. That's just how I see it. Like, obviously, hey, look, Travis Green goes, you know what? Let's try Tim on the wing. But I don't want to ever. I just don't like the experiment. I know they need to find some wingers here. Maybe there's one coming. I don't know, because they've got to. I think they're going to have to do something down the stretch here. I don't think they can continue to play this way every night. But maybe, like they've played really good defensive hockey over the last few games.
Yeah, like
Remember, hey, we all talked about Alex Ovechkin was gonna score 3 goals tonight in his 1,500th. Like, I could not hear enough about Alex Ovechkin tonight. He did nothing. Did
no,
he?
like
He did have a chance early on that didn't even get registered as a shot, I think. But
yeah, it
that's
went
it.
up a little bit. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was looking at a Sports Interaction a little like before the game, and I put down a couple bucks on Ovechkin having more than 3 shots. And lucky me, he puts up a big old goose egg, and like I was like,
Yeah.
great, what now? Because remember last year when he was against the Islanders looking for that record goal, basically all Washington was doing is okay, get in the
Cheating.
ozone, give Ovi the puck, he shoots it. Get in the
Yeah.
ozone, give Ovi the puck, he shoots it. And it kind of felt like that early in the first period. Ovi just couldn't get open. So, especially when you had that Matt and Paolo Kleven pairing on, these guys had
Yeah.
no room.
I thought they had a really good game tonight.
Those,
We
yeah,
like to always complain about. I thought Kleven and Matt and Paolo were very good.
no, like
Very, very good.
it sucks that Spence has to set out to make that pairing work out. I like, we talked about, like, you guys talked on the podcast, like players that just need to play, and he's definitely one of them. But don't change
Well,
the. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, like don't change the winning formula. But here's it's funny because the problem is we finally have players that we think that should be playing that can't find a way into the lineup.
Yeah,
And it's been a long time since that's been an issue. So I will take the debate over whether Jordan Spence should be in over anybody any day because it's a good debate to have. And I don't
he.
know that there's a right or wrong answer, but I'd like to see Jordan Spence play some more because I think he was very good when he did play. But
Mhm.
how do you take Nick, Matt, and Paolo out? So there's not enough ice for
You
everybody.
can't.
That's all.
You can't. And I mean, on the same note, Fabian Zetterlund playing on the fourth line, like I don't know exactly how much ice time he got. It wasn't a lot, but especially like later in the third, he got some good looks, right? Like a couple
I
good
think he
passes
had
from
4
Eller, and he
shots or
was,
something.
a couple
He had
inches
5
from
shots
putting
on goal.
5 shots on, yeah. And like two of them in the late in the third were really good chances, like off of an Eller pass. He's like,
Yeah.
and we know he can poke the puck in the net. We saw him in San Jose, and he's the guy that started the season on the first line. Now he's playing on our fourth. Like, you talk about depth on this team, like
Okay, so
yeah, I know you feel a certain way about that,
I'm
but
not a big fan of his game, and he hasn't shown it to me yet. Like, where, like, do you not think he's a fourth? Where would you play Fabian Zetterlund? Let me put it to you that way.
so the way I saw it when he first got traded, it was kind of I didn't expect Dave Perron to be as good as he is.
Oh,
Especially when the Sens first signed him. I was like $4 million for, I don't even remember how old he is. He's got to be 35 or something, right?
yeah.
I I didn't love this. I love Dave Perron as a guy, as a player, but I definitely had some question marks around that signing when he first got there. So I kind of saw him as that, Dave Perron insurance. So, middle six, can play top line, and he's 25, 26. So
Yeah.
it's I see it working. I saw it working out well, and he's a guy that can score. So I would still I still think he deserves a spot in the top six for sure.
Really?
It There's just too many, but like you said, it's there's just not enough room. He's a right hand shot on, like, we have about a million right hand shot at forward, and he's a great skater. He's a dog. He's not scared to hit anyone. Like, he's not that big of a guy, but we saw that video. The guy's absolutely jacked. Like, I see him as a top six player.
I, Cody, if you're going to be a top 6 player, you got to do something.
That you're right. I don't know how many scoring opportunities he's had and hasn't been able to put it in, but it's gonna come.
No,
It's
no, we're at 30 games now at least. Like, really?
This is like a flashback to last episode, but no, like, he needs to earn that spot back. That's a good way to put it. I think he will, though. Like, we talked about we talked about Timmy playing on the wing and everything. We're one injury away from, that whole roster going absolutely crazy again, and having, like, you're telling me you like putting Nick Cousins on that first line is what belonged over Zetterlund?
So, Cody, they've tried him. They've given Fabian Zetterlund chance after chance, and it's not happening. Nick Cousins got one opportunity to play on the first line, and he scored.
That goal was a gift. I'm sorry.
No, so Fabian Zetterlund's never had anything handed to him. Like, he's never had a chance in a loan to score. We can't. You still have to score the goal. Let's not take this away from Nick Cousins, who had a sweet backhand goal. You still have to score.
It was nice. I think it's just a matter of time. Before he finds it back in that spot.
Okay. Before you get us both fired, can you do the sports interaction read, please?
Will do. Let me just pull it up here.
Okay,
this segment is brought to you by Sports Interaction, Sportsbook, and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Bet the action on every period, every shift, every shot with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. Sports Interaction, Ontario only, 18 plus. Please play responsibly. Whew, almost missed it there.
I give you like a 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's a hard grade. Listen, Yorkie's only up to about a 7 now.
Okay, I really got to step up then. All right. Monday against Boston, I'll have like fireworks and everything behind me, and we'll figure it out. That'll get me at least a 7.5, eh?
Okay, maybe. We'll see. I think Graham's in on Monday, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Although I haven't told Graham. I know Graham's in the chat tonight, but I thought it was date night for him.
Jimmy Mids calling me Yorkie Jr. That's crazy.
Same messy hair. Yeah.
Oh my God. I got on it a little bit earlier in the show, but Ovi, I put down over 3 shots on goal. I can't believe it didn't happen. You know, he's a guy that doesn't mind shooting from the outside, and you know that's kind of how the Sens have been playing defensively. You know, if a shot's going to happen, let it come from the outside. But I guess they just didn't want to leave him any room. Like they knew he was going to be hungry for 900. That's why I thought he was going to be looking for those shots. But no, Sens proving me wrong, making me lose a couple bucks. Not the first time they've done that.
Dylan. Yes, welcome to the club. Both cousins, Rich and Poor, played very well tonight, but the Rich cousin really coming through. Him and Drake Batherson, both with 3-point nights. Interesting, just quickly, Drake Batherson on this date in 2021 scored his first NHL hat trick against the Washington Capitals. So I was hoping he might have had another one tonight, which would have been pretty cool if he had gotten it. But he found the 2 goals for the first of the season, so good for him. But Dylan Cousins, I thought he was, and I think he's been very good of late, has played another solid hockey game.
Yeah, nothing to add there. It's 3, like those 3 stars we have on screen right now. I couldn't really agree more. Like Drake Batherson, those 2 goals late, they, you know, I'm not going to call them huge impact goals, but he played great. Tim Stützle, you know, setting up that pass to Cousins, that was an amazing play. So, no, yeah, I got nothing to add to that. Also, sorry.
No, that's okay. Go ahead. I was just trying to think of who's Drake's feed to set up for the goal. Oh, it was Dylan Cousins, was it not? Power play goal?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was like, we talk about this in the show, how great I think Drake Batherson's hands are. I think he's an underrated pure passer.
Top 5 hands in the league?
See, we see more of him, so we're like, oh yeah, absolutely. But
yeah, that's true.
God, there's a lot of
he's good
forwards. Like, man, maybe he's, I don't know, probably not top. He's got to be top 15 for me.
Okay, that's really fair.
Like he's a really skilled. I think he may have the best hands on the team, passing wise, if that makes sense. I see what you mean. Stützle does some really great stuff with the puck, but just anyway, I just like the way Drake Batherson sets players up. He's very, very creative.
Also, taking another look back at betting odds. I know you were talking about panic button not even a week ago, and you know the Sens being off to a terrible start, but they're at plus 950. Yeah, don't you press that anymore.
It's never far, young man.
Yeah, don't. I'd push that away a little bit though. If you know,
it'll go back in the plastic case, I promise.
Yeah, 2's a streak, and not to get a little too optimistic, but I'm looking at the betting props, plus 950 for the Sens to win the Atlantic. So, I'm personally waiting a bit on that, but I'm starting to look at it. If a week from now we're looking as good as we are now,
let's get through November and through Brady Tkachuk's injury.
Okay.
I know it feels good right now to have a couple of wins, but there's going to be some slogging coming along here. I do like this road game because this road game's one, you're into Washington. They do usually play a pretty heavy game.
Yeah.
Face-offs you dominated, which is tough to do on the road. Shots you just like you can, and I know Washington played last night, but you tilted that ice completely. I'd like to see this. This is that style of hockey that Travis Green had them playing last year,
Yeah.
and to see them back to it now finally bodes well. I just want to make sure that they can continue to do this, and I don't like the left side. I just there's just a huge void without Brady Tkachuk in it.
Yeah. No, that's
Obviously, thanks Tips.
Okay, Witt saying don't jinx us. I'm not jinxing. I'm being optimistic for the Sens. Okay, it's I don't know.
K-Witt's she's always looking out for me.
I'm not big on jinxes. Well, actually, I probably should be bigger because the amount of times I said the shutout word during a game that ended up not going well. That's
I
a
thought
lesson
he
I
would
had
have
to learn
gotten
the
it
hard way.
tonight. I thought Linus was going to rack up another.
Yeah,
shutout.
he does like he's a guy that needs it too so far. Like because Sens are gonna need him for the rest of the season with how like Marilainen getting set down and brought back up. Like not to say he's bad, but like there's uncertainty at that backup position.
Yeah.
So he needs to be stable back there. He needs to get on a hot streak. Sorry. So it's
I don't know how to say Supajella. Supajellow's name.
super
He's not
jello.
very happy with me. Nice of Wally to kill the enthusiasm with the salt shaker. Right, there we go.
That's in character. What can I say?
That's fair. I'm not trying. I just want to see if this team can do it. Listen, I just said they've played great the last 2 games. They've allowed 2 goals now. Like they have dominated the ice for the most part. I'm boy. I'm trying to think of the word now and I can't. I'm optimistic. Listen, by the way, I meant to bring this up in the show and I forgot the other day. We laugh, like we get so wound up about, hey, this team should be practicing more of this. They got to be doing this. I listened to, I forget it, I think it was Kipper or some other, it was a Toronto sports show. I forget which one it was on. And they were talking about the concern of them not practicing, how things aren't going well, how the PK's not going well. Like all these issues seem to come up in every team at the moment. So Ottawa's not any different. They will figure it out. Like I think they may have started to, and I think they may turn this around. Listen, Boston and Chicago coming through. There's a chance here they can start to maybe make some headway.
No, it's a good test. I to the C to the E. I find that pretty interesting. I love when we limit other teams to less than 20 shots, but it doesn't help our save percentage, so people would keep complaining about it. The amount of times I saw on Twitter, and obviously I don't know if you heard there's like a baseball game going on in Toronto. People are watching it, so
No,
not a lot of eyes on this game tonight. But a lot of people on Twitter just looking at stuff and being like, bunch of outlets posted that Tom Wilson hit on Ridley Gregg saying, "Oh, like are people going to make another bobblehead?" Or are complaining, "Oh, Linus finally lets in a softie." Like a lot of people just Sens don't get a lot of eyes on them, obviously, but they can't just be looking at stats. And I'm sure that's how Travis Green coaches. I mean, you know him a lot better than I do. You've actually talked to the guy, but I can't see Linus even just worrying about his stats too much after a 7-1 win.
No, you could care less that there's one goal that was allowed. Like, we'll just they're ecstatic at how they played tonight. So we just roll into Boston Monday, Chicago, Boston.
Playing Boston at home.
Yeah,
on Monday. Yeah.
That's on the Prime Monday night game.
Love those.
They'll have a nice day off, nice flight back tonight, easy day off tomorrow, and then they'll get right back at it. I am excited to see what happens against Boston as they come in here. If Ottawa can continue just to play that same style, they'll be all right. Like the penalty kill again. 2 for 2, I think.
Yeah.
I did look it up before tonight's game. I think in the last 4 games, they're 18th overall in the league, which is much better than them being 32nd. Like there is some improvements coming with that PK. Graham, I know, is quietly just crying in the corner every time the power play or the penalty kill goes to work. However, it looks like Oh, there you go, Alex Adams. I will say
Yeah.
Ottawa's PK has looked much better. Aggressive, more compact, limiting opponents.
Yeah, he posted
Basically.
that right after the first PK, and but like that looks so much more obvious after the those second and third.
Yeah.
Sorry, the second penalty kill. Like, yeah, there's something different about it. Like, I personally I couldn't put my finger on it, but yeah, aggressive is a good word to describe that.
You can't sit back and be passive in the diamond because then it just allows you to walk right in.
Yeah,
So finally, they're starting just to move.
yeah,
The one thing I keep meaning to bring up was you brought up Ridley Gregg, but the hit from Tom Wilson, he did get smoked. Well, this is a great hit.
yeah. It was
But
clean,
but
great.
I do like Tyler Kleven is quietly becoming like a fan favorite and certainly one for me because he just plays a clean game. Has he just knows how to hit people. He's so good to watch. This hit on Ryan Leonard.
And I mean, looking at the stat line, he's only got 2 hits in the game, but that huge hit, I mean, that
Yeah.
should count for 5 hits on the stat line, first of all. But even that, I can't remember who he hits late in the third, but that was another huge hit where he just knocked a guy on his ass completely in open ice, and just talk about how him and going back to him and Matt and Paolo just going well together. But he's such a valuable like number 5D, and yeah, just
Yes.
sits guys right down.
I believe it's Martin Palo, actually. You missed the Alex Degg show. I'll just put it to you that way. Alex Deggy called him Martin Palo, so the nickname in the show is Martin Palo.
I love that. Sorry, let me just close out this betting segment. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, bet with live odds on every play with easy deposits and payouts. Go to sportsinteraction.com/coming in hot to open an account. Ontario only, 19 plus. Please play responsibly. Did my grade go up? Did my grade go up?
Ooh, not really, because you didn't let Jake know you were going to do it.
Okay,
See?
I'll take
Now
it.
Jake's quietly fuming. It's going to be a write-up afterwards. I can just picture Jake now. Jake's good. He tolerates us so much.
Yeah.
All right. Here, by the way, can we put the scoring summary back up quickly, Jake, when you have a sec? Just a big night. Like Tim Stützle, 2 points. Dylan Cousins, 3 points. Drake Batherson, 3 points. Claude Giroux and David Perron, both 2-point nights.
Yeah.
It's just felt good to see them play really well.
100%. Like,
and this is only the second time they've scored first in a game out of 9 games. It's tough to keep playing from behind all the time. You can see the difference if you get out in front.
yeah, and I mean, we saw it last year, right? When they started on that winning streak, like how many times did they actually like end up getting that first goal? And that's what it helps. Like it doesn't sound like that big of a deal when you just say it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, getting that first goal, and that goes back to just like that first Giroux opportunity. Like, yeah, it missed, but it just ignited. It put a new put a new mood, put a new vibe to the game, like put a new way in like the Sens we're playing, and it just changed everything.
Big night for the Sens. I did enjoy it, quite honestly. It was I have no idea what's actually going on in the Jays game. I don't even know if it mattered. Is it over?
5-1 the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah, it's over.
So
well, actually, you know what? They like to come back, so maybe not. 3 for 4 on the power play. Another big night for them on the power. Like,
yeah, special
just
teams
did a
in
lot of
general
good
too
things.
looked amazing.
And so aside from Claude Giroux, and of course Nick Cousins, because you don't like him, but I thought he was really good. Did anything else stand out for you?
Well, I'm gonna go back to those 2 Zetterlund opportunities. Again, it's just a matter of time before he gets in.
Let's keep saying that way every game. Just a matter of time.
Seriously,
game.
like
the next game.
You're a non-believer, Wally. It's
I was fully on board with the acquisition of Fabian Zetterlund, but he just hasn't been able to find the net. And unfortunately, he's paid right now in his salary class to find the net. It just hasn't.
That's something you brought up a couple times, right? No, sorry, it's not a dig or anything. You're absolutely right. It's when you're paying a guy this much, but I'm saying in the middle of the season, are you really worried about contracts? Because let's say he picks it up and even puts in 20 goals, and he picks it up.
Hold, young man. What makes you think at 9 games into the season he is going to score you 20 goals?
when we first traded for him, and I still think it's true, he has the potential to be a 30-goal scorer. It's that finishing touch. That's all he's missing. How many opportunities does he get every game? And yes, he's got to bury it. Give it some time, Wally. Give it some
Okay,
time, Wally.
you know what? If I want you to find out, it's probably not there, but I will. If there's a sports interaction bet for Fabian Zetterlund to score 20 goals, I want you to. I don't even care if it's $2. You need to make a bet on this. Put your money where your mouth is.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I just don't see it. Dylan Cousins is going to have 20 before Zetterlund gets to 5.
Wow. Okay, that's another big one.
By the way, Shane Pinto scores, and we don't even care anymore. He just does it all the time now.
Yeah, that's old news.
He's not at 8.
I saw a tweet. I don't remember who tweeted it. I'm sorry, but it's like Jacob Chikrin finally helping out the Sens 2 years later with that assist on Pinto's goal. Which, I mean, I don't know about you. That was another big moment. I was surprised they called that a good goal.
No. If there's any kind of push, usually from a defenseman, it gets waved off.
Wally, that's what the rule says, but
I know.
Does anybody really know what goaltender interference is? Like, I know it's.
Here's what. No, if that's, I'll put it to you this way: if that's Nick Cousins or Ridley Gregg, that's not a goal.
Really?
But it's Shane Pinto, who's known to play the game clean, so it's a goal. If that's Ridley Gregg, there's no chance that's a goal.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, just that kind of call going our way, probably because it was Pinto, like you said, or, even coming out of that big Ullmark Lindgren scrum with a power play. Like,
yeah. Did you see Travis Green?
No, sorry.
He's like, we have a power play? You can see him say it to the ref, and then he has a little smirk like, oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, like I didn't see it, but I don't really blame him because like calls haven't been going the Sens' way this whole season. And like
well, that's not true, but I didn't see this as not being. I thought for sure Ottawa would at least be even, if not, because Linus came down, there would be some extra 2-minute penalty in there.
Well, I don't think
shocked.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would have complained if that evened out. But yeah, just again, that just gave the Sens so much momentum, and both special teams just finally working out. I guess if I can just throw that in as that like an extra big thing going out, like about damn time that penalty kill like finally starts working out, and power play, like yeah, it's been decent so far this season, but that's hilarious. But yeah, no, just power play, like it looked convincing. Like passes were just crisper. Guys seemed to just know where they were, and even later in the game, like Lars Eller ended up on the power play, which I thought was a little funny playing on the wing when a certain Fabian Zetterlund could have been playing there. But just in general, like they just seem a lot more comfortable than they were at the beginning of the season, and that was the first game where it really felt like it for me.
So Lars Eller, who's played over 1,100 games or something ridiculous, who's been a very good player in the National Hockey League, you don't want to see him on the power play.
I don't hate that he was.
Did you not just see his behind the back pass he had on Thursday? I can't remember. I always
I mean that
for some reason.
That's another big pass that just impressed me. But I mean, there's potential.
He's played very well. He's a very smart, cerebral hockey player.
That's the perfect way to describe him. But Fabian Zetterlund's just a dog. Just polarizing his hammer in the cat.
Sens penalty kill now in the last 4 games has allowed 2 goals in 11 opportunities.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for out of that. Sorry, let me just pull up the different. Yeah, I mean that's what Travis Green got brought in at for. Like, remember, like at the beginning of last year, where we were like, "Okay, this team looks completely different," and just looking at like I don't know, just the different way they play defensively, and just how everything kind of just ends up working out defensively. Working out, that's a weird way to put it, Cody, but that that's what I'm saying. It felt like we were seeing not necessarily a new team because we got a taste of it against Philadelphia, but this game just obviously we won 7-1. It felt different, and it just felt like everything was clicking together. And it going back to last year, it felt like we were finally finding back the team that we had last year. Identity back. Thanks, Amy. That's the word I was looking for.
Amy's here to take care of you. So I was trying to think what's a more impressive win. Philly in the 2-1 win or Washington in the 7-1 win. I think Charlie Lindgren was just off from the start. He was just I feel like he was just cranky all night.
Yeah.
The 3 power play goals makes a difference, but which game is a bigger identity game? Because you want to win those 2-1 games.
I'm going to say this one. Jake, if you want to pull up the tweet, the Brady Tkachuk celebrating GIF that I sent you, it's just one of those things where, can you imagine just for a second if Brady was in this game, especially after like that Charlie Lindgren moment, like that felt.
Imagine if he was on the ice.
Yeah, exactly. That just felt like the type of game where everyone turned into Brady when he was missing. So just identity-wise, we talked about Pesky Sens a little earlier. Doesn't get more Pesky Sens in this game. So I'm putting this game, and again, like heading into it, everyone was just talking about Ovi chasing 900. Even I was like, and then just to completely shut down that talking point. This game's huge. Like comeback wins, they happen. You come back from a goal down. Sure. At this point, especially against Philly, which, Philly's far from being the best team in the league, versus, the team with the greatest goal scorer of all time and a team that has a legit chance of making playoffs that made it last year.
6-2. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they were the best team in the league defense, like the lowest goals against the second worst goals against in the National Hockey League. That's fair.
Yeah. Also, kind of just of a bonus happening. Blake Montgomery getting his first NCAA goal this year, along with Logan Hensler. Playing for the Navy Sens over at Wisconsin.
Nothing gets by you.
No, see, you hired me for a reason. I'm always a good recommendation. Shout out to Lisa.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah,
I like Blake Montgomery's game. Yeah, I think he's played very well.
Yeah, he's a guy I'm really excited to see. Like when he was over in London, when I was covering the 67s last year, when he was over in London, man, he was a scary guy on the ice. Not this, like, obviously it was London, everyone's scary, but he's the type of, not to compare him to Connor McDavid, but that feeling you get when that other team's star player gets the puck on his stick, and you're just like, oh man, something's gonna happen. He's the type of guy that he gets the puck on his stick, and you're like, what's he gonna do this time? Like, especially with space, and that's the type of players that are the most fun to watch. Like, you can almost put me in that category. But
see, that for me, he's top 5 I would pay to watch play.
That's and I think Montgomery's up there too. He's not that physical, but
like, I don't care if you play a 2-1 like, I don't care if you take care of your own end as much as, like, if I want to be entertained, I want to watch Tim Stützle on the ice, because you have no idea what he's going to do. So we can argue about the whole, well, that's not the structure you need to win hockey games. None of that stuff I care about. I just like watching him entertain me. Jason Spezza was the same way. You didn't know what Jason Spezza was going to do, and he could score, or he could find some guy through a seam all the time. That stuff is exciting to watch.
Mm-hmm. He's exactly that. I to the C to the E, saying Yager is one of those players. Again, we're taking out big names, but even Gaudette last year, puck on his stick in the ozone, he can pull something out of a hat randomly.
So did you just go from Jaromir Jagr to Adam Gaudette in the 3 seconds?
Yeah, you're just bullying the new guy at this point.
I'm like, wait a sec. Nobody's.
Well, sorry, because I didn't want to compare Jaromir Jagr to Blake Montgomery either.
No, but it's the point. I get your point. You want to watch a guy that's exciting to play, and that's fair.
They're those guys,
yeah.
Another funny thing, I don't know if Jake, you can pull up if it's going to show on the stream, but when the NHL posted that Tom Wilson hit, huge caption like, heads up, Tom Wilson makes a huge hit on Ridley Craig, the Sens Twitter admin immediately just reposts, there it is, don't be shy, show what happened next after that Kleven. I thought that was hilarious when I was looking. It's just Sens admin has been doing great this year with some Twitter posts. I'm sure we're gonna see more of Sensman a little later later on in the season in these post game shows. But yeah, I love it.
I will give them. They are very creative. I love a good creative comeback tweet all the time.
Yeah.
Full
Speaking
marks.
of, if I can plug a little bit in, Ottawa Junior Senators, they got a pretty special Twitter admin too. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. If you got anything to add.
No, I think you did great. Now I don't need to show up ever again.
That's great. Thank you. I don't need to get supervised and have you end up just bullying me and saying,
no, I can go to bed now at a reasonable hour.
You're telling me you're not staying up? I guess the Jays is almost over. So
yeah, I remember I was just about to fall asleep waiting for the last out. I was like, can we just get it over with, please? Yeah. I got to walk the dog in the morning.
So every
Saturday, Sunday, I have to get up to walk the dog. So,
is he one of those dogs that just hops in your bed and just doesn't let you?
No, she's fantastic. Gertie's the best. However, I always feel guilty if it's past like 7.
Oh, okay, no, that's fair.
Anyways,
so
Cody,
thank you, everyone.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. You're going to be hearing more of my annoying voice for the rest of the season. Brent, thank you for coming. You weren't even supposed to be here at the start of the show, but figured the fans seeing a familiar face before being introduced to this ugly mug, they'd probably get a little bit more familiar with the show. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming. It's gonna be a great season.
My goal is to see if you end up with any more gray hair by the end of the season. If you start to fall under.
Brent, I'm 21.
I was like 21, 22.
When you got that going on.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just going to see if the stress of this season will add to your hair color.
Well, if the Sens keep playing like they did today, and they're making those post games easy after that kind of win. So if they keep doing that, I'm pretty sure my hair will get darker somehow. It'll be
It's awesome. Anyway,
oh God, we the chat will get him there.
Please don't. Listen, it's good to see everybody. Like the loud collectors in here. There's so many. There's just Patrick Murphy. Like there's so many people that we see throughout that normally follow the show. So nice to see you guys in the show. And there's a few names that look new to me. So always happy to see all you guys. So great first show. Appreciate your work, Cody. Well done. We'll tune in again, shall we? We'll see you
thank you, Brent. It's a great opportunity, and we'll see you guys Monday night. It's gonna be a good one against the Bruins.
See you, everybody. Thank you to Sports.
Thanks for tuning in to Coming In Hot. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to never miss an episode.